Go. You wrote an article on the forum about Raptor Rescue. No, I didn't see it. So, I'm not sure. What do you mean by audio not behaving? Check OBS. Looks like I think my mic is working. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the background music a little low? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about in your Discord. Okay. There should be a mute button on the bottom left corner. A microphone icon, you can mute it there. So. Alright, well let's ooh, school bus camo. Blech. Well, let's try to make this look pretty, I guess. Oh, Normandy with the cruise liner. All right, well, how about we do this so we can also bring in that beautiful cruise liner feel to it, huh? Yes. No, bring us up, down, down some more, and we'll do that for our screen. Good enough. Okay, well, we'll try to figure it out as we go, so no worries. Anyway, so this is the new Tier 6 Dallas. It's a fun ship. I mean, you know, if you love the Cleveland, you're probably going to hate the Dallas because it's not the Cleveland. You know, you get 2 less guns. And, you know, you get an array of consumables, though, which is slightly different from what the Cleveland used to have. Our guy here... what's his name again? Haifischkoeder? I don't know. Haifischkoeder. Anyway, it's you know, we've got TCP, we've got defensive fire, catapult fighter, and the hydroacoustic search. So it's an operation, so I can completely understand not doing premium consumables. That being said, I'm a little tweaked. See if I am missing anything. Okay, good. So we're in Operation Raptor Rescue, which has just been recently changed. Hey man, sorry I butchered your name there. For those of you guys, I wanted to start with this because that means I can release this video. Ooh, nice Citadel. Earlier, there's a lot to learn here. First of all, I'm going to pause for a second because this is important. You'll notice how the Furutaka is pretty much almost completely broadside. See these lines here? That tells you that he's giving you a slight angle, but it's not that much of an angle. So what that means is you can Citadel, and I'm going to kind of jump over here so you can kind of see these are AP shells, but they will still do good damage. And watch. Did you see that? Double Citadel because they came in. Let's look back to our guy here. There he is. Look down. See, that's almost a 90-degree angle. Perfect for AP penetrations. Hydro is now activated so that those torpedoes from the Furutaka and possibly torpedoes from the Minakaze, that's now dead, I believe. Yep, can be spotted. And yes, HE-at Destroyer, generally speaking, is good unless you're in a battleship, in which case you just laugh at the broken mechanic. But anyway, all skill, no luck, all skill, no luck, all skill, no luck. Oh, all skill, no luck. Generally speaking, yes, you want to shoot HE-at the Destroyer if you're in a cruiser, if you're in a another destroyer. Of course, there are always going to be exceptions to the rule. The one thing about this game is it's not like, you know, on or off, 1 or 0, binary. There's so much more to it than that. Now, some tips for you guys. I've played this operation 5 times now, and I have still not 5-starred it. And that's with a division of 3 and even 4 people. And why is that? Because this operation has been tweaked quite a bit. it's now much more difficult to 5-star, simply because, actually it's more difficult to finish. I've only actually finished once, and that was a 4-star. And that's because Raptor here gets out ahead of people very easily. And you have to be careful with that, because if you just kind of get in the habit of sucking down on the repair ship there, getting in the circle, Raptor's out ahead while you're sitting there repairing. Sure, Raptor's getting repaired, but he's also getting shot at. SAT score saying, take the torp for a free adrenaline rush boost. I suppose you could have done that if you really want to min-max everything. Sure, why not, right? So this this operation now requires an awful lot of teamwork to be able to accomplish. You can't just go in anymore and shoot up a whole bunch of ships, and before you know it, you've got a 5-star mission completed. General recommendation is for the battleships to basically not slow down ever, and just to be constantly moving in front of the Raptor. If you can get a formation going, the one time we won it, we had a formation going where we had one battleship on to the Raptor, say 10 o'clock, and another one to his 2 o'clock. And we were able to kind of leverage that positioning so that anytime cruisers or destroyers showed up, they had to go through the battleships first. Now here we go, another broadside shot on the Kuma here. This is where I think the Dallas is very useful in this operation. Little behind on the shot, that's okay. Engines are out, so that'll help. Now, in this operation, there are several places where things can spawn. You've got a carrier that always spawns down here. And you have to be careful. You get a couple people that go after the carrier, and then guess what? Now they're out of the match for almost the rest of the game. And that's one thing that makes this game mode really difficult. You almost need to have a carrier on your team so that the carrier can go and snipe the Zuiho and just, you know, keep everybody else with the Raptor. Notice how everybody is kind of staying with the Raptor, and they're actually staying a little out ahead of it. That's really important. You'll see that the cruisers spawned up here. Cruisers can also spawn down here, so they kind of mirror. And then you see a bunch of destroyers that all spawn in. Believe it or not, I've lost twice because of the enemy battleship ramming the Raptor. That's right, they rammed the frickin' Raptor. I've had torpedoes from a YOLO Aoba, like that Aoba right there, YOLOing in and ramming torpedoes down the Raptor's throat. And I've had that Miyoko that was over here just spam fire on the Miyoko or on the Raptor, and boom, dead. So look at the positioning on the minimap. I'm gonna blow up the minimap first. Actually, can I just do M? No, I can't. Blow up the minimap. All right. If you look at the minimap, here's the Raptor right here. And do you see how out of position the cruiser is? I mean, hopefully he kills the Zuiho, so then it'll be worth it. But take a look here at the Ranger. Ranger's out almost in front now. We've got the Arizona that's kind of in front of him. Normandy. This Normandy is way out of position and not going to be able to help. I think there's another carrier that's going to spawn here, Ryujo. And there are a series of battleships that are going to spawn, and I think they're going to spawn down here. A Fuso and a Congo, if I remember correctly. Along with, I think, some destroyers and other stuff. But do you see what I mean? Because of the way the repair circle is, you see how easy it is to fall under the impression that, well, I just stay in the circle here and I'm good and I'll be healed up and everything will be fine. This guy can't die. So as soon as you get repaired, you got to throttle back up to full, get out of that circle, get in front of the enemy, start taking damage, start taking heat, and kill him as quickly as possible. So like right here, for example, you're at full health. I would be throttling up at full right now. You got to get back out in front of that Raptor. We're gonna go away from you for a little bit and kind of follow what this Normandy is doing up here. He got kind of lucky. He was so out of position that now he's actually in a good spot to nail these cruisers, depending on where they come from. You can see, I'm going to go back over here for a second. You can see how these guys are doing a nice job of screening the Ranger now. It's still very possible that the Ranger will take a torp or two. So if you're playing Battleship especially, your job is to stay right in front of the Ranger, shoot whatever is the closest threat to it, and if there are torpedoes, you have to take those torpedoes. See, there's the torps. Alright, look at Beast 49. See, he's doing the right thing right there. He's a little behind, but that's okay. Had those torpedoes come in, he would have covered most of the carrier, and that's really important. So that's good teamwork there. Pensacola, I haven't tried the Pensacola in this operation yet, but I think it would be a solid addition. The AP is just glorious, and there's so many cruisers that are at tier or lower. Here we go, boom, see? Beast just took a torpedo that would have hit the Raptor. Now that Normandy, I don't know why that Normandy is kind of falling back. He's in a perfect position to press forward, but he's not. That's alright. Beast 49 is coming in. He's probably going to wreck this sailor pretty soon. Let's go back to the action with you. Arizona took him out. Alright, that works. More torpedoes in on the Pensacola. Pensacola looks like he's flooding. Alright, good to know. We have somebody that did the Pensacola mission, did this scenario with the Pensacola and successfully completed it, so good. Now, look at the minimap. See the Leander? This is the guy, along with somebody else, that went all the way down to deal with the carrier. Notice how he's basically just now getting back into the action. So if you're going to go after the carrier, you're taking a big risk that the team can handle, you know, your loss for a certain amount of time. Okay, good. Now you see also on the minimap, Normandy, Arizona are out in front of the Raptor. That's good. Now might be a good time to launch, switch to AP, yep, and launch a catapult fighter. That catapult fighter will provide additional vision, might even spot the carrier, the Regio. Kill secured. Alright, so now you've got this Furutaka coming around, and you've got Akuma and a Mogami coming up. Personally, I'd go for the Kuma. Easy sauce for, you know, citadels. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down! Oh, you didn't slow down. Got a little bit too thirsty for citadels there. It's alright, you'll be fine, I'm sure, unless you get set on fire. Okay, now you need to speed up. What is happening back with the group? Ah, sorry. I haven't done replay controls in a while. Oh, good, the Pensacola survived. Alright. This Normandy is still way out of position. But at least you guys are up front. You have to be careful, though. Okay, good, the Ryujo showed up right in front of you. If the Ryujo was down here, that might have been a different situation. AP, you notice the Ryujo is also broadside, so this is a good opportunity for some more Citadel action. Now remember, Cthulhu, a Citadel doesn't necessarily mean you do massive damage. It means that you do the maximum damage that your guns can do. And that's a very important distinction. You can Citadel things with, like, for example, a Farragut. And, you know, you whittle them down, ping, 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 ping. But you're still not doing massive damage, you know, like you would with a battleship or something like that, so... Harry's supposed to be this slow? That's a good question. I think something happened to him. This is one of the things that can happen with Raptor, is if you're not careful, if you bump it, and bump it into the island, it'll get stuck, and then that'll be it for the game. And I think that's what happened. Yep. Look at Raptor. Oh God. Poor guy. That's game. But you know, at least you had a good game with a lot of damage. Oh. By the way, it is completely possible to also wreck the French operation. Can't remember that. Oh, nice ram. Can't remember the name of the op off the top of my head right now. But it's possible to screw that one up too by ramming the what was it? It's the Tier 8 British or Tier 8 French carrier, the battleship, the Richelieu. You can ram that Richelieu guy right off into an island or something, pit maneuver him, and then now that's it. So very unfortunate, but still, it was a good game. And had that Raptor not been rammed into the island, you would have won. So I'm sure that makes you feel better. To me, when this happens, it's a big waste of 20 minutes. Yeah, frustrating, I'm sure. When I found this particular bug out, I did it in public test, and I did it with a group of friends. And some of those friends don't play with me anymore. Because I just wasted 20 minutes of their time. Oh well. I mean, that's it. So there's not much else to say. Anybody in the chat want to comment on this? You can ram it out of the island, sure, but the problem is identifying that you've screwed that up and then getting a ship to that point. You have a very narrow window of time to be able to do that. We're talking like 2 minutes. If you screw it up, you know, if you don't ram from the right location and stuff, that's it. So, any other questions or comments you guys want to make? If not, I'll probably just fast forward a little bit. Let's zoom in on the action, and you'll see that his buddies are actually... Looks like they might... No? Hard to tell. They might be hitting him. There you go. Shoot him. How dare you hide behind a rock the whole game. Alright, well, we're going to speed this up because obviously this... There we go. You can see everybody trying to move the Raptor, get him free. And so you can see they still didn't get him free even with all that ramming. So, oh well, it is what it is. So for those of you guys watching the channel, I'm gonna just about, if I can find the right tab. I have too many tabs open. Why are you not showing up? Really? I had all these tabs ready to go, and then the one tab that I needed won't load anymore. Ah, they suck. I was ready to go, and back into Mr. Moobot here. Hey, Seabear. Alright, we are now opening up the raffle. Type in !point raffle and get yourself some code stuff. And while that's going on, I'm going to go to... Oh my god, really? Okay, my other folder I had ready to go is also not working. Gotta love how the game interacts with Windows. Alright, so there goes our Dallas game. We're going to move that to the done folder because I don't need screenshots of that. And we're going to load up the New Mexico. You guys have exactly 30 seconds or less to enter into the raffle. I don't know. 30 seconds, I said, whatever. One thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is what can I do to make this more exciting, more fun, more interesting, make you want to watch more of the replays and stuff like that. I've changed up how I do some of my title slides, cover slides, and tree diagram gave me a beautiful logo that I'm going to start using for my channel for those screenshots. But beyond that, what else can we do to make it, you know, make it special? Let me know. And Cthulhu, go ahead and put a raffle thing in there because I do have codes starting next month. So throw it in there. Come on, do it. As soon as you do it, I'm going to close it and draw. There we go. All right, we're going to close it. And then here we go, draw. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so Cthulhu, congratulations. Let me go into Twitch here and I'll PM you a code. Now, you've got a choice for your code that you win. Choice number 1 is you can do another container, community contributor container, that's not available to redeem until August. I got the codes early, so you have to wait till August 1st to redeem. Or we can do, I've got these other containers, which are the Sharks vs. Eagles containers from the Go Navy event. Seabear confirmed with me there were 5, I believe, containers, and these are what you get in the premium store. They come with, oh god, I think it's 10 tokens for each side, plus a plus 12 special economic flags. Yeah, Saru, I'm trying to keep a schedule. It's a little bit difficult for me just because of my regular job interfering. So I do try to keep it so that it's at least the same time, and it's either Saturday or Sunday. So hopefully that'll help. 3? Okay. So, Cthulhu, tell me what you want. Do you want the August Community Contributor container, or do you want the Sharks Eagles thingy? For the rest of you guys, we're going to load up the next replay. That's going to be the New Mexico. So let's get that going for y'all. Cthulhu wants more free XP. I think he's a little addicted. We're gonna call you Smog, I don't know, Junior, something like that. Alright, I'm gonna send you a code then through Whisper. So remember, put that in a safe place because you can't redeem it until I think August 1st. I'm pretty sure it's not redeemable till August 1st.